What's going on, nerds? Welcome back to the Getting Canceled podcast. I'm your host, Tony.
And I am Jen, his wife.
Yeah, she's the co-conspirator now, the co-host. That's what it's called, co-host. For now, until we end up replacing the co-host for the 18th time.
Yeah. I should there you go.
What?
It's like.
It's like cutting your throat off. Your entire throat.
There you go.
Oh, camera angles. Yeah, so we're dual hosting this thing until somebody else comes along to dual host, and then we'll try host, and then we'll try hard, and then it'll be great.
Yeah.
Maybe soon I'll have my 67th host.
How many did you already have for?
2 so far. So we're on a roll.
Lily, you need to come back.
I know.
And Luna.
For real.
For real.
For real. I was hoping that Trey would somehow. He's probably in the kitchen right now, just doing this thing.
6, 7.
Yeah. So, anyways, how's everybody been doing? Let us know in the comment section how y'all have been doing. Now, we want to get some guests on here eventually. We want to answer some questions. We want to have a good time. But tonight. It is tonight, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tonight.
Oh God.
It's what, 6:44 p.m.
Yeah, and then upstate New York, it's been night since fucking
5.
Yeah, 4:35.
Yeah.
So today we're going to have a pretty entertaining topic. We're going to discuss past jobs that we've had, past jobs, current jobs, maybe some blow. We're not talking about that. Look at that face, just disgusted in everything that I do.
Family friendly.
So, if y'all don't know, today's podcast, and every podcast, because we're not monetized yet, is sponsored by my book, Lessons Learned. I have T-Rex arms.
Good. That smells really good. Can I have some?
Yeah, you got it for me. Lessons Learned, available on Amazon. I wrote it. See, it's me. Anyways, it's me. Like 80 pages of just epic F-ups from your boy in the past. And funny story, I'm actually working on part 2 right now. The story that I'm working on right now is called Gas Station Knife. So, yeah.
It's gonna be better and better.
It's a good one so far. The one I just finished is Tony versus Stairs. And it's interesting. It's interesting. This book is going to be much longer and everything. And then I'm going to revamp this one to include pictures. So, get it! And then you can do this to your wife. So, anyways. Oh, yeah, you were asking for some...
You are lucky we're in the camera right now.
That's why I did it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Will you stop it?
Will you stop it?
Stop it. So, pass...
Yeah.
I'm never getting that cap back. That cap is gone forever. Well, shit. Now it's gonna dry out.
Why is it when I put it on my hand, it doesn't smell good as like yours?
Because I just naturally smell amazing, and
Are you sure about
I don't know I don't know about what that says about you, but
sure about that?
Yeah, this is the Bath and Body Works Into the Night Shea Butter Hand Cream.
Hey, that's one
not
of my
sponsored.
My favorite scent in a candle.
No.
That's where I actually discovered it because you bought it before.
I did buy it before.
Yeah.
And then
really
and then you got me the hand lotion.
Yeah. But see, it's like sour. Smell it? Sour? That's sour, huh?
I guess it just goes off of your personality. I'm sweet, you're sour, and
Which part?
I'm dead.
You're dead.
I'm dead.
Later.
Anyways, so getting into this
will be your last podcast.
Damn it.
So you know
Took
what
a long
happened.
break trying to find a co-host. I finally find another co-host in my own house, and she's gone.
Yeah.
We've been recording for 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
Go
New
on.
record! So,
Okay.
Jen, what's the first ever job that you've had? I'm very interested in hearing this.
My first ever job that's like paid for. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a job.
Yeah, it's
When
a
they pay you. I'm not asking
No.
what slave labor you were involved
No,
in down in the
because, I mean,
Philippines.
No, what I'm saying because we did it doesn't count. It's like the on the job training when you're in college. So it's just like a training. So you work in the hotel or something like that. So my first job.
Well, we can go with that. Some OJT action. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. So I did in the hotel. So, oh my gosh, it's so funny, because it was it's like the first one. So we combined from a different school. So it's like two schools that's combined to work on that hotel, which is they called Microtel. Do you guys have it here? They called it Microtel. They called it Micro because they started the company to promote or to essentially like the people that has like dwarfism. What? Did I say something wrong? Micro, because it's like micro is like small. I don't know how I can explain it, but
We do not have hotels here made for the height challenged.
no, I think that's what like they want to promote it. That's how they
They want to
main of
promote
the-
dwarfism.
No, like the company is for I don't know, but yeah, Microtel like that. So like
She says this, and I just see like a bunch of people from the Lollipop Guild just running around this hotel, like
no, it's
doing little cannonballs in the pool with a single drop of water popping out. You know.
no. It So yeah, but they have I think that's like the search it in Google so I can actually
Okay, let's search it in Google so we can see what it's all
Microtel in
about.
the Philippines. And it's actually a really nice hotel. It's probably it's kind of like what's the one that we all Marriott, kind of like that here. Microtel in the Philippines, in
Yeah.
Cavite. Yeah. It's actually a really nice
Why don't
hotel.
we ask? Why don't,
So if you have anything here, help me here. But as I remember, yeah, because we did like a seminar for that before we start the on-the-job training. We called it OJT or something.
Yep.
So we need to so I was taking hotel and restaurant management when I was in college. So you need to go like in every department, like you go to as a front desk, you go to like housekeeping department. So you do all of those stuff because that's like your training to learn like the inside, like how the hotel works and stuff like that. Yeah.
so like a little internship.
Yeah, internship. Yeah. That's
Anything
what-
fun happened during your little internship at the Dwarf Hotel?
No, I don't. Yeah, I did. Because actually, I met a lot of people in there. Since it's a different. I met some students from a different school too. And the only thing is like and like some of the employees there, the regular employees that's giving us the training, they're actually like very cool people and very nice. So it's not like as if you go there and you just like work. It's like at the same time you're actually having fun because they're not those like bossy when you said that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So yeah, we do have fun, but yeah, I think the only department that we work on that hotel was like in the housekeeping department.
So they made you go clean up the
Yeah,
rooms.
so we clean the bathroom, and then we have this oh my gosh, it's what 2012, so I don't really remember because there's so many terms like just for like putting the bed sheet on the bed, like you have what's that, like a net. There's like a strategy on that, how to like you just don't put like the bed sheet on the bed, like there's a strategy on how you like throw the blanket
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Yeah, you had to
it,
make it like hospital corners and make it all nice and neat.
yeah, to make it like when you throw the blanket, it's not even the blanket because there's so many sheets
Mm-hmm.
on that. I already forgot all those terms because it's been a while, more than 10 years. So
Yeah.
I just remember like they call like fishnet or something like that.
Over there throwing some hooker stockings on the bed.
I don't remember
No, yeah,
but
get Jen, go get those fishnets over there and toss them on the
it's
bed.
like you do that, and they will like demonstrate it to you, to all of the students in there, like how you do this, and then of course you have a time limit too to fix the bed,
Mm-hmm.
and you have your, which is like the person that's gonna give you the grade, and how do you like to fold it on the side, like all the pillows and stuff like that. But
Kind of sounds
yeah.
like basic training, but a fun version. Because we also
Yeah.
had somebody teach us how to make the bed,
Mhm.
and then continuously scream at us for the next 3 weeks until everyone made it properly.
Mhm.
It's kind of bullshit. Okay, so in the Philippines, a micro hotel isn't a generic word for a small hotel. It's actually a hotel brand by Wyndham. So that's pretty cool.
Mhm.
It's a proper hotel, and it's not just let's see, they made it a point to put that it's not like an hourly hotel. I don't know why that was like a point that it made.
No, it's, as I told you, it's kind of like a Marriott here,
Yeah.
kind of like that. It's a very nice hotel.
Okay.
There's actually an episode there when we're doing the training. It's so fun. What's that extra challenge you guys have here?
Extra
The-
challenge like Wipeout.
Huh? Not
The TV show,
Wipeout.
right?
Yeah, it's kind of like a TV show in the Philippines, but I know you have it here. I just forgot what it's called, Extra Challenge or whatever. But the time when I was doing the training, they were actually shooting the show in there on that hotel.
Oh,
Because
cool.
it's like a hotel and resort. So they're actually doing that there. So like the host there, which is like celebrity in the Philippines, they were there. They were doing it. No, it's like these people that big people
Mm-hmm.
that gain so much weight, and
Like
then
me.
they will make I didn't say that. You said that. They do extra challenge, am I right?
Yeah, I pulled it up.
So they do a challenge for them to lose weight.
Oh,
Kind of like
okay,
that.
gotcha.
It's a show in the
Gotcha.
Philippines. So yeah, but I don't think it exists anymore this day. But yeah, before, when we're doing the training, they were actually doing the shooting there in the hotel.
Oh.
Which is like the host that time was like the very famous she is the megastar, she's a singer, they call like megastar, like Mariah Carey, like that.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to see her too bad, because I mean, we're like off limits to
Oh, of course.
yeah, so we weren't able to see them. But yeah, that's why I'm, bless you,
Thank
that's
you.
why I'm telling you, it's not a bad hotel, because if it's a bad hotel, they're not even gonna like decide to do the show in there.
That's true.
But
But,
yeah,
if
it's a
it was a
regular.
hotel for midgets, they might just do the
But
show
I'm
there.
telling you, because as I remember, I promise, when we do before, like the on the job training, they gave us like a seminar on how like the hotel started, and for some reason that's like the memories I remember, that they said like they actually like for the dwarf.
Could you imagine how small the beds would be? Or if every bed would be a king size.
Or like it's like I don't know how to explain it.
You give them a twin-size bed, and they're like, "I'll take the king-size bed."
No, but yeah, because they have like, in the front desk they make it smaller than like the regular until like now it evolves, and now it's kind of like a normal hotel. But I think before, yeah, they promote us like that. That's why it's called micro hotel.
Interesting.
I don't know. Did I say it right?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's been a while. Those are all freaking books and stuff.
About Microtel, franchise of budget-friendly, all-construction hotel managed by hospitality and licensed pioneered mid-market no-frills hotel. Focus on comfortable value aspects, franchise management, brand concept. I'm not seeing anything about little people.
I don't know. Probably just my imagination, but no, it's not. Like, for real though. Like, yeah, I think they said that there. I don't know.
They
I need to
probably
find
did.
it, yeah.
I mean, I'm not even doing like a deep search. I'm just typing
Yeah,
in
but
random
yeah,
shit
so
in
like
Google.
the job we did there is like you fix the bed, on how to fix the bed, and what are like the rules and stuff, like if the guests leave a a tip on how you consider if it's a tip or not, because there's some guests that they just leave money on the table or wherever, and some probably employees or a trainer that doesn't know yet, like, oh, they just leave it on the table, so maybe it's a
That
tip,
must be a tip. I'm gonna
yeah.
take it.
So we were like train on that and explain what are the differences, and then what are the chemicals that we use for the hotels for cleaning the bathroom and stuff like that.
Scrubbing them American sized shits
And
off the toilet.
so you have like the thing is, you have like, I think, 15 minutes to clean every room, each room. And then sometimes it's so awkward because there's a moment that I cleaned a room and there's a guest there, because usually the guest, like, we clean the room and there's no guest there.
Mm-hmm.
But there's like one time I was like assigned to a room which is like we're two, because every room, and as a training, what do you call this, we assign two persons in every room, because like the other person will do the one on the on the bed on the outside, and then the other person will clean the bathroom, like that. So yeah, so it's an experience.
Yeah, I wish they had stuff like that in Germany, because I was staying at a hotel in Germany, and all of my shit would just keep moving all over the room. Like I used to read, I was real big into surfing, so I'd read Surfer magazine. And so I was just like, I want to see what these cleaning people are doing. So I just popped on my webcam, closed my computer, and just let it run. And I had the video of this big old fat German lady. She comes in and she sits down on the bed, picks up my Surfer magazines, and just starts reading through it. And then she got to, I guess, a female surfer part, and she like turned it sideways, and I just see her eyes get real big, and then she closes it, throws it, and then walks out of the room. Didn't even clean it. And then I went and looked, and it was like a real like tiny bikini chick that was in there, and she just like never touched a single fucking thing in the room. And I was like, really? That's what she didn't like? This is cool. This is a cool magazine. So how many jobs since your little internship have you had?
Job since my internship?
Yeah, jobs since your internship.
3. Total of 3.
Nice. What were they?
No, like after the internship.
Yeah,
the
so after
actual
your
job.
internship, you enter the workforce.
Yeah, 3 before I came over here.
What were they?
So my very first job actually was I was working as a cashier. Well, it's not even just a cashier; it's an overall in a bake shop.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Red Ribbon, and then the second one is
Louder.
Oh! So the second one is, so it's funny. So this bake shop. So it's my first job, right? And this bake shop was inside the mall, which is a very what do you call this? A high-end mall in the Philippines. It's in Makati. And they called it Glorieta. So now that mall, they have all different booth for concierge, and I think our store was on the second floor, and there's like a booth of concierge on the, what do you call this, like, so second floor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have this, what do you call this, like glass that you can like look up
Yeah.
on the, what do you
Drop
call
down
that?
to the first floor.
On the first floor. So every time like I have a break, sometimes, just like chill and like just waste time and just look in there, because there's really not, it's only like a 30 minutes break, like you really just eat and go back to work, or I think 15 minutes, I don't remember. But yeah, so I go there sometimes, I just like look around, and I always see this concierge, because they're very like, what do you call this, all these girls are like really pretty, and their uniform are all like they're all the same, so they look like for like in stewardess. Yeah, so, and they're all like, the hair, they're all like similar, the makeup and stuff like that, and they're very like, what do you call this, like soft,
Yeah.
like when they talk, like very finesse, very like feminine stuff like that, very like that, very girly,
Yeah.
soft. So I said like, one day I'm going to get that job. I said like, I really want to be like that. And then, so I work in a bake shop, right? And then, so in the Philippines before, they will like give you like for 6 months, 3 months, 6 months, that's like your
Contract.
contract. And then they will, if they like your performance, then the manager will decide if they can put you in a regular position.
Yeah, it's like a probationary period.
Yeah, probation. Yeah, perfect, like that. So that time, almost done with my contract. And then, so what I did that on the what do you call this, on the job, is like I do the cashier, I do the cake dedication, like when you write in the cake like a happy birthday.
Yeah.
And they actually have that certificate, which is I wasn't able to do it because that certification was like from another place, and we're always packed because it's one of the like famous bake shop in the Philippines, and they're
Mhm.
very good. So yeah, so that's what you do. You and we have like breads and all different cakes and stuff like that. So
Place
yeah,
is really good.
yeah. So we have here in the US.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Usually right
Called-
next to a Jollibee.
to a Jollibee. If you know Jollibee, yeah. Too bad we don't have here. Well, we have Jollibee, but Red River we don't have. We have it in, as I know, Virginia.
Yeah,
They
that's
do
what
have
we
in
need.
Virginia, right?
That's one thing we forgot to look at if we're looking at moving.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. After this podcast, we should we should check if we have
Where
Jollibee
is the
here.
closest Jollibee?
Jollibee. I love Jollibee. It's like when you have the like in America, like
I love Jollibee until they got rid of the Jolly Hot Dog.
it's like we're all like going from a different topic. But yeah, so where I am now.
So
So,
right now
yeah.
you're like, I'm getting that job.
So,
I want to
said,
be a
like, I
finesse
wanna
pretty
be-
girl.
I want to be like that. Damn, because it's just like so. It's just so nice. I think the main reason like I got what do you call this? Because of the uniform. Because the uniform is so nice. I mean, you see it,
Yeah.
right? Like in my Facebook, and like from Monday to Sunday, it's all different uniforms. So yeah, so I said I'm gonna like one day I'm gonna be like that. But I didn't even care like how much like the salary is and stuff like that. In my head, it's just because when I got the bake shop job, it's like my very first job after I graduated college. So I said like, yes, like I got a job, because in the Philippines it's kind of like hard, especially when a fresh grad, like you that time in my days
Back in my day. God damn, you're old.
yeah, in my days.
Your birthday's on Friday and you're already, oh, back in my days.
So yeah, so that, so and you know what, I can only find like words that it's easy for me to explain, because English is not my first language. Okay. So
Don't talk about
so yeah, I'm almost done with my contract, and it's going, as I remember, that was like June or July, and it's going to December already. So December, that's like a peak season. So during peak season, like for real, if December is coming, like September through December, the line of people are like crazy on that bake shop.
I wonder why that is.
Because of like so many orders of cakes and stuff, because they're just good. So December, it's just like it's just like a line.
It has nothing to do with the fact that Christmas starts in September down there,
Yeah,
is it?
so yeah, it's a different topic. Yeah, but yeah, let me explain this. Philippines have the longest Christmas of all the
Just of everybody.
country, because when it starts September, that's considered a Christmas already in the Philippines. You will hear Christmas song everywhere. because it's bare months, you know.
Mariah Carey on
September,
blast.
October, November, December. So we have a total of 4 months of Christmas.
That's like a quarter of the year.
yeah,
It's
for
Christmas.
real. It's
They
Christmas.
skipped my favorite, Halloween.
But now it's actually now because I don't know, Philippines usually like follow the, what do you call this? I think the US what they see, like the trick or treat. Before we don't, when I was a kid, we don't really have that, the trick or treat, but now like people are wearing costumes and stuff. But now it's been like that's the one they celebrate Halloween now.
Good.
Yeah, because before in Halloween, we're gonna be in a different topic. Before in Halloween, in the Philippines, usually what we do is we go visit the cemetery, and then we stay there. And some people actually stay there overnight because they will stay on in a mausoleo, and they have cook out there. It's kind of like a reunion for the family. They're doing barbecue and stuff there in the cemetery. So that's how we celebrate Halloween before. But now it's a different. It's, yeah, that's where
That's
kids
like
do
a
this
whole
now.
new
Like,
level of trick or treating.
yeah, trick or treat, like in a mall, they will do that, or sometimes I don't know, like usually some neighborhood does, but some probably neighborhood doesn't do it. But yeah, that's like the common thing to do now in Halloween. So yeah, so let's go back to my work, to my past job. So yeah, so 6 months contract, and then like probation. So my manager offered me if I want to be a manager in a red ribbon. I was like surprised and very overwhelmed about it because it's kind of like my manager really likes me. And she's a girl. She really likes me, and then she said like, Jan, like if you want, I said like, you don't need to when you finish your contract, we'll just like renew it, and then you're gonna go on the training. Since you have like a degree on you, then we can go ahead and you can apply for a managerial position. And in my head, it's like I was like, the time is like, because I think in my head it's just too much. And it's like, no, it's like I don't think I'm ready for it. And like I'm kind of being not lazy on my job, but like lazy for me to like build my career and stuff like that. Like in my head it's just like, and it's gonna be Christmas, and I was working in Manila and my family is in the province, which is that time it was when you ride the bus, it's gonna take you like 12 hours to go there. So Christmas is a big celebration, especially for us in the Philippines. It's like a family, like family get together and stuff. And I've been working in Manila, being independent. I was renting a room, and it's just by myself and my best friend that time. But I said it's gonna be Christmas. I don't wanna. I'm really excited to go home, and I said I'm going to have my money, because when you finish your contract, usually you get like back pay, so kind of like a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
So like in my head, like oh, even if I go home now and I don't like renew my contract, I'm going to have a money.
Yeah.
I even think of that, like of course you're going to have the money, but then you're gonna need to apply for another job.
Then you're not gonna have the
use
money.
all those money. Plus it's Christmas, so I said like no. In my head, I'm just excited to go home, and because I said if I applied for that position, probably I won't be able to go visit my family because I need to stay there, and it's just gonna be sad and stuff. So I said no. So even when my manager told me like what do you call this, motivate me so much that like, Jen, like please stay, like I'm gonna be your I'm going to train you and blah blah. And I said no, mom, I'm very sorry, it's like I'm not gonna renew my contract. So yeah, so that's the end of my contract on my first job. I only stayed there for 6 months as a cashier. I think I talk so much, huh? So yeah, no, it's I went to all different kinds of topic. It's your turn now. Oh my god, I didn't know I can talk so much like that.
That's the point of a podcast,
Yeah.
is to talk. So let's see.
Yeah,
I've had
it's
a
your
lot of
turn now.
jobs. My first job I got whenever I was 14. I was a bagger at Winn-Dixie.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. After that, I quit that to go work right before I turned 16 at a sub shop in Jacksonville, Florida called Larry's Giant Subs. And yeah, I was a bagger from the time I was 14 until right before I turned 16. I got fired from that job on my 16th birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I literally showed up and was just not having a good day, and she was just like, "Mah!" That lady was a fucking psychopath. Like, she ran this place by herself, and she would like lose her mind at the smallest thing. And I think I put cheese on a sub that didn't need cheese on it or something.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "You didn't charge them extra. You're fired." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." So I left that. And then, let's see, what did I do after Larry's Giant Subs? I went and worked at CC's Pizza. That's what I did. And then, yeah, CC's Pizza, the
That's
pizza
a
buffet.
while ago. I love CC's.
Yeah, CC's
Yeah,
was
it's
good.
fun.
Wasn't good what some of the teenagers did to the pizza while they were making it, though. That was gross.
It's gross.
That was gross. You know the story.
I know.
That was gross.
Mhm.
What up, punk?
So,
I turn, I just see my kid just standing at me like this. So, yeah, it was really gross. I would tell the story, but we would instantly not be on YouTube anymore. Something with bodily fluids and the pizza dough. We'll just say that. It was really gross. So after I left there because of that, that was gross, and I was like, yeah, I'm not being a part of that.
Wait, did you report it?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, and they didn't like me after that. So I was like, yeah, this isn't the place for me. So then I went and started being a lifeguard at Adventure Landing. Over the summers, I was doing that. Adventure Landing is this like water park arcade, like family fun center is what they call them now, where they have the go-karts, the mini golf, arcades, which we actually shot an Arcade Dad video there a while back whenever we were in Jacksonville. We had Jay with us.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember it.
The same games are still there. And then so every summer I was lifeguarding, and then I became a beach lifeguard, and then I was a waiter at Nero's, which doesn't exist anymore, probably the best Italian restaurant on the planet. I'm pretty sure Lenny was in the Mafia. And while I was working that job, I was also a pool cleaner. And that was pretty cool. It's probably one of my favorite jobs before joining the Air Force.
Which is this one that you met a...
Yeah,
person?
yeah, I got to clean celebrities' pools. I got to clean I got to clean a couple of the pools from the Jacksonville Jaguars. I forgot what his name was, but he was one of the tight ends for the Denver Broncos after he moved down to Jacksonville. And I got to clean the lead singer of a band's pool that I'm still a huge fan of. So that was pretty cool. And then, of course, I was in my band, which earned a little bit of extra money, but not much. And then I joined the Air Force because my life needed structure. And now
Wait,
I'm
so
here.
how many jobs you got before Air Force?
Let's see. So we have... I have to start all over now. My brain is mush. So we have Bagger at Winn-Dixie. And then we have Larry's Giant Subs, CC's Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have Adventure Landing Lifeguard. And then we have Pool Cleaner. And... Did I say lifeguard?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. 5 or 6. And then since I've been in the Air Force, I worked at U-Haul on the weekends for my buddy, who was a general manager. That was fun. We got to go and repo a bunch of U-Hauls that people wouldn't bring back.
Mm-hmm.
And then I went and was a swim instructor, which was fun, and front desk person, and cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked with the chemicals of the pool. Aquatouch used me and made me their bitch. But they were cool. Cool people. So a lot of jobs, actually. Whenever I was a bagger, I got sick of being a bagger all the time. And so every once in a while, whenever our I don't like calling them stalkers because it makes them sound like they're terrible people. But when the people that stock the shelves, if one of them didn't come in, then I got to be in charge of stocking the ice in the coolers, which was cool because it was in Jacksonville, Florida, and it was hot as balls outside all the time. So I just got to go hang out in the cooler for like 10 minutes while I was putting the ice down. And then I would walk out with the thing of ice and then just go throw them in the coolers. And then go bagging groceries again, which was terrible. But I could bag some damn groceries to this day. And being in upstate New York where they don't have bags because this place sucks.
They do have bags. It's
What?
just paper bags.
Yeah.
Paper bags that you need to pay.
Yeah, and that's if they even have them at the register.
Yeah.
The last time I went to Walmart, I went and stole them from another self-checkout register. Because the person standing there was too lazy to put more in the area.
You remember when we first came here, and then when we're just like looking for the house, and then we stop in Walmart or something, and then I remember Tony was like coming out from Walmart, and he have all this stuff that he bought on his hand. He was like carrying all of it on his hand, which is like just a personal stuff like toothpaste and stuff like that, and he said like, why are you carrying that? Like, there's no bag or anything? Because like in Virginia, you know, like we have like the plastic bags and
Yeah,
stuff.
like everywhere else in the world,
No,
they have
there's-
plastic bags.
There's no bags.
Yeah, they don't have bags
And
here. They
then-
suck. And that was before they started using the paper bags.
Yeah, at that time they just don't have like stock, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what they do. They don't have like you just own, or you buy the actual good bag, which is what,
Yeah.
$2, $3.
Yeah, you'll go
each.
whole ass grocery shopping at Walmart's up here. And they'll literally just be like, okay, cool. It's like going to Costco. All your groceries are just loose in your cart. And they're just like, all right, have a good one.
And we end up so much bags because every time we go grocery shopping here, we always forget the bags.
forget the damn
because we're
bags.
not used to it.
Yeah, we've
And
been here almost
then-
3 years and we're still
yeah.
not used to it.
And then we go to the grocery. I said, "Where's the bags?" Oh, we forgot. And then we bought new bags again. And
Well,
then,
half the time they don't use them anyway. They just throw the shit in the back of the truck and just let it go everywhere on the highway.
yeah.
Got
so-
bread sitting underneath. They're horrible here. This place sucks. Don't move to New York. Let's see. Lifeguarding was fun. I got to do that with my buddy Chris, and then my brother-in-law. I got him a job as a lifeguard, so you can only imagine. Oh, I forgot one.
They're Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Worked at Taco Bell. The first half of my senior year, I moved. I don't know if this was before or after I moved to Louisiana. It doesn't matter. I actually worked for my sister's boyfriend at the time, who was a manager at Taco Bell, who is now my brother-in-law. And we used to get into all sorts of shenanigans in there. We created, and I submitted this up to Taco Bell many times through their submit an idea to us thing, and they always reject it. But we took the chalupa shells, because before you make the chalupas, they're just like pita bread, right? Just a little flat pita bread thing. And you put them in a chalupa mold, and then you put it in the fryer. You put it right in the grease, as that lady in Virginia would say. So you put it in there, leave it in there, and then you pull it out. Boom, chalupa shell. It's awesome. But we would do that, and we would throw it in the cinnamon twist bucket with all of the cinnamon. And, you okay?
Oh, my feet is getting electrocuted.
Well, don't step on exposed wires. We would throw in the cinnamon twist bucket with all the cinnamon and sugar, and kind of move it around like you do the cinnamon twist, which, by the way, start off as tiny little noodles about this big. Like, you've seen James and the Giant Peach, right?
I don't know.
James and the Giant Peach? Where
Maybe.
he's floating around in the ocean in the big peach?
Yeah.
So, you know the little magic things that he gets from that weird dude, and they look like little noodles?
Mm-hmm.
They're jumping all over the place. And that's what cinnamon twists look like before they put them in the oil. So we would get this chalupa shell just covered in cinnamon and sugar, and then we would make our chalupa in that. And it tasted amazing. But yeah, they keep rejecting it. I don't know why, because they're stupid, because those things would sell like hotcakes. We would shoot bottle rocket. Now, by the way, this Taco Bell doesn't even exist anymore, which is why I don't care about telling these stories. They actually did me and my brother-in-law dirty. But we would shoot bottle rockets into the sinks, in the metal sinks that were filled with water, and it would sound like a gunshot going off. we would throw, like, one of us would be walking past the fryers, and the other one would throw like an ice cube in the fryer, which if you ever put water in
And
it erupts like a
disaster.
damn volcano. Yeah, it's terrible. All sorts of stupid stuff. But what Taco Bell did was our manager, the manager of the managers, she knew that Taco Bell location was actually shutting down, but she didn't tell us that we were shutting down. My brother-in-law actually intercepted an email where they were going back and forth, and she was just going to assign us to a different Taco Bell to work. Like, the last day that Taco Bell was open, that's when she was going to tell us, hey, tomorrow you're going to go to work over here. Now, the issue is, I didn't have a car. I was riding my bike or walking, and the Taco Bell she planned on sending me was about 10 miles down the beach. So that just wasn't going to happen. It was impossible. And she was going to send Brett somewhere else completely across town. You know, so we ended up just quitting that last night. She was like, yeah, we need to talk. We need to have a conversation about y'all. We're like, what y'all are going to do starting tomorrow, you know, trying to like get us into it without telling us what was happening. And we were just like, oh yeah, we need to talk to you too because we fucking quit. So she tried to do us dirty. But then again, this lady's niece that was working for us was also stealing out of the cash register when I was logged in.
Mm-hmm.
So it would look like I was stealing from the cash register, so I would get written up for it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, she got caught on camera, and her aunt didn't do anything. She's just still kept her employed. But, you know how people are. Just shitty people. Let's see, when I was a lifeguard, fun things happen. When you're a lifeguard at a water park, the most annoying question you're ever going to get is, can I go? Can I go? Can I go? Can I go? No! Your brother just went, and you will crash into him and kill him. But one of my most memorable moments from being a lifeguard was we had different stations, okay, around the water park. So you would either work the deeper water or you would work the shallow water. So the deeper water was like the lazy river, the wave pool, and the bigger slides like the toilet bowl slide, where it empties out into an 8-foot deep pit of water. Just a square water, 8 feet deep, where everyone would lose their jewelry. So, and then you have the shallow water, which was the kiddie slides, and then the top of the slides, you know, because it's shallow water. It's pretty. So I was on the deep water rotation one day, and we had this one slide where you had to be in an inner tube to ride it, because they called it like a water roller coaster, where you had jets of water on the bottom, and you would go over them, and then the jet would hit the back of the tube and shoot you up a hill, and then go down, go around, you'd hit another jet, go faster, blah, blah, blah. So it was normally a double tube that you would ride in, and you could either ride one or two people, depending on how fat you were. Of course, we didn't advertise that. You know, you would just get the hint. Like, 2 skinny people would ride or 1 super big fat lady. Well, this one was a super big fat lady. And I'm in the lazy river where this slide emptied out into. And I was working the bottom of the slide. My job was to make sure people didn't come down without their tubes, blow my whistle if they were being stupid or jumping, or if they were like out of control, to catch them to make sure they weren't going to die. So all of a sudden, my buddy at the top of the slide just like yells down to me and was just like, ugh, like, you know, just making these weird faces at me, and I'm trying to figure out what was going on. And then next thing I know, I look at the slide because I hear somebody just thump real hard up against the side of the slide, and this big fat lady comes down halfway falling off of her tube, legs spread full eagle like this, just coming down the last little jump to get to me. And they wanted me to catch her. Well, the only thing that I saw was this chick's legs were wide open. You know, I can't even lean back in my chair enough. I'm too fat. But her legs were wide open like this. And all I saw wasn't like a bathing suit where a bathing suit would be. It was just this mash of pubic hair. Just completely encasing her bathing suit. Like full on Chewbacca. Chewbacca. Just full on Chewbacca. Just coming straight at my face, right? So, needless to say, I jumped out of the way, And she bounced off the bottom of the slide, went into lazy river. I couldn't have caught her if I wanted to. It'd be like Indiana Jones trying to catch the boulder as it's chasing him. You know what I mean? Just complete impossibility. I got bitched out so much by that. Another time, same place. As the lifeguards, if we were closing, we would have to go and clean the bathrooms. See, I have bathroom cleaning experience too. And it was, I forgot his name, but it was me and another lifeguard. We were in there and we were cleaning the bathroom. And I guess our manager at the time wasn't like taking account of where everybody was. And she thought everybody was done. But she forgot that she had me and this guy do like 10 other things before finishing off at the bathroom. So she went around and just locked all the doors and went home. So me and this guy, we finish up the bathroom, laughing, having a good time, go to leave the bathroom, and deadbolt's locked. Nobody's left in the water park. So we spent so much time, probably 20 or 30 minutes, trying to pick the lock of this bathroom door to get out, to no avail. We just couldn't do it. So what ended up happening with that was I had to lift him up and boost him up, and he pushed the ceiling tiles out of the way, and he climbed through the ceiling and dropped down into the arcade. Where luckily one of the managers with a key was still there, and he came around and let me out.
Wow.
Yeah, so we were locked in the bathroom. We got a huge apology, like a card and everything from my manager for that, because that was stupid.
Yeah.
That sucked.
What if like you got locked there like overnight?
If we got locked there overnight, then that would have been a much funnier story. But yeah, we were kind of pissed off after that. Like, fuck, man. And then they tried to charge my coworker for the damaged ceiling tile in the arcade.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they tried to charge him. I think like $50 for it or something.
It's just
So-
it's their fault.
Yeah, so he quit. But yeah, I was like, really? They're trying to charge you for a broken ceiling tile when they locked us in the bathroom and left with the key? So yeah, that was entertaining.
Yeah, I have two on the bake shop what do you call this? Work too. I have two memories that what do you call this? I'll never forget. I guess.
Oh, let's hear them.
Well, like so the first one is just like nothing. So first thing in the morning, as a cashier, usually we don't have smaller bills because we got like the big bills from the from overnight. And the banker, we called it the banker, the one that will give us like small bills and stuff.
Yeah.
Like they will get the money and exchange it. So, you know.
So you could give change to people.
Yeah, so you can give change. So usually we will end up at the end of the night, we will end up big bills. So in the morning, it's like sometimes we're like just really hoping like hopefully this customer will just like, you know, before like because we open I think at 8 a.m. or 7 a.m. like that, and this is like inside the mall, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So there's one guy which is he's paying me a 1,000 pesos, which is like that's the biggest. What is your biggest bill here? $100.
$100 bill,
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's kind of like $100, and ours is like 1,000 pesos. So he's giving me 1,000 pesos.
Which is about $17 US.
Yeah, that time, and he was only buying I think 2 breads or one rolls of cake. I don't remember, but it's just a very small
Oh,
item,
dude.
and you have a very big bill.
Those cake rolls are so fucking good.
And it's like very first early in the morning. We just open and you have the big bill. And that time I was like, I really don't have any like change, you know. So, and I cannot just leave my counter.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was like, I don't remember. I think I'm waiting for the person to exchange the big bills, and he got so pissed off, like cursing me, that I was like a terrible person, that I don't have a change. And he said, "Sir, we're what do you call this? I said I have a person, the other employee was just like looking to exchange the bills if you can wait for a little bit. And then he said like we will exchange it. And he was just like no. He said like you're like wasting my time and blah blah blah. And he's just saying like all this like bad words to me just because I don't have exchange. And that's, I think that's my very first experience. And this is a guy, big guy, and I'm only for 11. So I was like looking at him like that, like hi. And then I was like, what do you call this? I was like trying to explain, in a very nice way, like, sir, can you please wait for a little bit? And then there's two old couple behind him. So he said, no, I'm not buying this anymore. And he said, oh no, he actually bought it, but we gave him because I think that's the only thing that we can do by that time, coins. But not all coins. But
Good, he deserved
yeah,
it.
we gave him coins. I think so. It's kind of heavy. But I don't have a choice.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Yeah, but yeah, he was just like nonstop cursing me, and he was like making this like sounds like that. It's like he wants to freaking punch me. And that's my very first experience like handling that kind of like customer, and very early in the morning. And then there's, as I said, there's like two old couple behind him waiting for their turn to order. And then I was kind of like very upset already. I was like teary eyes because I was like just shocked, like like what did I do? Like that
This
much,
asshole.
that freaking asshole. So and then I was like trying to what do you call
Yeah,
this?
compose yourself.
Compose myself. I said, Jen, it's okay. You still have customers in front of you. And then this old guy, and he told me, he said, do you want me to punch him? And that's the time I was like, oh my god, I was like gonna break, because like when you're like so upset and then somebody like try to comfort you, it's just like so, like that's the only time like you want to have to what do you call that, the term, like somebody like comfort you after that situation.
You just want to break down.
Yeah, I don't break. I can do it because it's a customer. If I can only like hide for a moment and then
Just bust out a quick cry real
yeah,
fast.
quick cry. But yeah, I was just like, this is like, do you want me to punch him? And I said, no, sir, it's okay. I was still smiling, but deep in my heart said, yeah, do it, please.
Please come
I
back.
was like, yeah, but I was like I was gonna like cry for real, but I did cry after that when they left, when the two old couple like left. I cried my freaking eyes out because of that, because it was just like very simple. And then like I don't know why he hated me so much because of the freaking chain. Is so rude. That's why I said you cannot really what do you call this, if you're working in the front desk or a front, you will handle every different kind of attitude of a customer. And sometimes just be you know just be give some small kindness
Be a decent human?
yeah, because it's not such a big deal, and you don't know how much, because you always have this saying that they said customer is always right. I'm telling you, customer is not always right.
No, they're not.
They're
That's
not.
why we have Karens.
Yeah, it's not okay. So okay, so yeah, after that I have another situation, which is, as I told you, with if it's bare months, that's like the peak season. We have so many customers, to the point that we're like struggles, because it's just like left and right. So there's one time, it's my last day of work, and I was like counting my money already. So when you count your money, you put like in a plastic bag or something, and then you put it on the safe.
Yep.
Kind of like that. So it's like they said you're the last touch of the money. And then after you count the money, oh no, I'm not the last touch, because after I count my money, the inventory and stuff like that, I will turn turn
Turn it over.
turn it over to my manager to double check if how much is the sales that I did that night. So like for example, how many $100 you have? Five and blah blah. That's how you like count the money.
Yep.
Like that. So then yeah, so the manager will double check that. And that time when I have so we have like three managers shift, like the morning manager and the afternoon manager and kind of like that. So this manager, she's actually she's nice, but she's like how do you call this? She's a tough, strict, very strict girl. And she's kind of like older. So she's the type of person that everything needs to be like how can you she's kind of like Camille.
Oh, so it's
Yeah.
got to be by the books and just
Yeah,
perfect.
just perfect. Like you need to follow the rules and everything, like that. She's strict like that. So when she counts the money, she's on that, like, and everything. So that's my last day of work. So I turn over the money to her, and then I think after a week or something, I need to go back at work because I need to sign a clearance, I guess. And I was like so happy because that's the time already that um they can what do you call this? They can give me the clearance so I can get my back pay, my
Mhm.
money. And I was like so happy to like see everybody again. And all this, there's two guys, two older people, they're like regular and they've been working there for like years and years and years, like old. They're the one in the back, they're the one, the kitchen.
Now the cooks
The
and the ones who
cooks,
make
yeah.
the awesome rolls of
Mhm.
cake.
No, they don't use the like the pasta and stuff,
Oh,
because
okay.
all of it are like here, the cake's delivered in the morning,
Gotcha.
and we just put it on the freezer.
Okay.
But the pasta, they cook the pasta, but it's like the seasoning and stuff are all ready, so you just like reheat it and stuff like that, like
Okay.
spaghetti,
Yeah,
like
it's
that
easy.
in a tray. So they're the one who cook there, cause and it's like it's kind of like the kitchen is just like smalls like this, and
Yeah.
it's like the manager office already, and we have like small table outside. So yeah, so yeah, and Ruben called me, Jen, come over here, and he said, if Miss, I'm just not gonna mention her name, but you said like if she talks to you and ask you to pay for it, you said no because you're not the last touch of the money, because she counted it and she said it's good, it means it's good, because she double checked the money and she said, yeah. I said, what happened? I said, what did I do? And you said, and you're explaining, well, apparently that night when I turned over the money, one of the big bills, which is like the $1,000, was fake.
Mm, that
And
was
then
actually a question I was going to ask you, if you ever dealt with counterfeit money down there.
yeah, it was fake. And at the same time, they gave me the money. He or whoever it is, I don't remember, of course, because it's so many customers. Somebody gave me a fake money and then just buy this small stuff, and I gave them a change. So they get a free stuff, and at the same time they get a money back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean a money, because the money was fake. And it's like $1,000, $1,000, no, 1,000 pesos, which is like a big bill in the Philippines, like $100 here. So I said like, Jen, yeah, if they talk to you or like they told you like they need to make this deduction on your back pay, on your salary, don't you ever accept it, because you are not the last touch of the money.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, okay. But that moment, I was like kind of like worried too. It's like, oh my gosh, it's my fault, like it's my fault that it happened. And he said like, no, like you cannot really blame yourself about that, because first, like, there's so many customers and you cannot just say like, because that moment the fake money, if she didn't got it, which I told you, she's a very very strict manager and she's been working there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
she should have known probably like what it's like. And I'm pretty sure it's not only the first time that it happened. Of
Yeah.
Probably before her, it already happened before. But I was just saying, it's not uncommon like that it's happening like that. But yeah, but when I, so they're already like warning me, like these people, they are so nice. So when I talked to her, I said like, "Hi, mom," like that. I was just like, "Need you to sign my clearance and stuff." I'm just glad, like she never say anything about it, but she's kind of like very stern on
Mm-hmm.
me about it. I mean, she's very stern when she like when I talk to her like I need to sign. She didn't smile or anything because I think she's the one who needs to pay for it.
Yeah.
Because think, as I said, she's the
Yeah, last touch of the money.
So I think she's upset about it that she's paying for it. But I mean, what can I do? No, because I just want my money, but I didn't like it to happen, and I felt bad that she's gonna pay for it if she's the one who's gonna pay for it. But yeah, I don't think they can blame me for that.
No.
They probably can do it if they already caught it that moment that I was
Yeah, like at the time of turning,
I was
then yeah.
counting my money, then yeah. But since I already forwarded it to her and she already put it in a safe and everything is good, so I have nothing to do with it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So then, if you guys were gonna ask me if I got that concierge position, yes, I did.
Yeah. Go all the way back to the
yeah.
beginning.
So when I came back after Christmas, I applied already, which is it's the same what do you call this? It's the same place where they did, because their main office was there on that mall, on that building. So I applied for it, which is so crazy because I think they make like first, second, and third interview, which is the first one. They will like talk to you, like and it's kind of like a bonus point or advance if you actually have which is, I don't think um what do you call this, they should make it like a strict to get that position, because it's not even, it's a concierge position. I'm not making it like down, but it's not kind of like you're gonna be like a stewardess or something.
Yeah.
So but because what they do is like, you apply, you go to their main office. So you go to the office, and then they will interview you with the manager and stuff, like why do what do you call this? Why do you like the job and blah blah blah, and if you have experience of a front desk and stuff like that. Then the second job is second interview. So after that interview, you need to go back, and they will just message you like when they want you to go back. It's not like, oh, the next day you're gonna, what do you call this, go back already. No, you still need to wait their message. So you just need to check your phone all the time, like, oh, do they already send me a message. So like the second interview was they're gonna ask somebody, one of their girls,
Mm-hmm.
the concierge, to do a makeup on you, because as I told you, they do all the same makeup. So like what eyeshadow, what
Same
like
makeup, same
what
clothes.
because it should be only nude, like your makeup, it should always like looks natural, like the hair, what is the, what do you call this, what do they like on you that makes it fit for your face for the uniform. So they did like makeup on me and stuff. And as I told you, it's a bonus if you have, because they have this like they call lounge attendant, which is, we have lounge. Because not all the mall I guess have that, since this mall is like a high-end mall, so a lot of like rich people, politicians go on that mall, so they have this special room sometimes that they will accommodate this, the people that has money. But compared to the lounge attendant, and then the concierge. The concierge is kind of like, like higher position.
Yeah.
Kind of like that. So even if you are a 4 years graduate or associate or whatever, if they don't like your face, I'm sorry that you cannot get the concierge. You will end up in a lounge attendant.
If you got a butterface, you're going to the lounge.
Yeah. So yeah, it's so crazy. So yeah, so they will do the makeup on you, and if they don't like you, you will end up in a lounge attendant. Which is the time I'm lucky I got a freaking concierge position. Yay, because that's what I'm really aiming for. And then I want to be in concierge. So they did the makeup and said, "Oh, okay, that's good on you," and blah blah. The next interview, oh my gosh, is you will meet the owner of the company, which is an older woman and her husband, and they will like interview you, just like asking like normal questions or whatever. And they seems very nice. And then after that, they what do you call this? After that, you will just wait to receive a call if you got, and then I actually got in. So yeah, so I got the job, and then they sent me this I said, "Oh, you're gonna work on this mall," because they have so many what do you call this, branch, that this the owner of the mall, they only get their concierge people back to their company. So all the girls that work there coming from their company.
Yep.
So it depends on them on which mall are you going. So I wasn't assigned on that mall that I worked in a bakery before. I was assigned on a different mall. So this mall, they call it Market. It's a kind of a mall that's like what do you call this? I didn't bring you there. But it's kind of like a mall for everybody.
Gotcha.
Rich people can go, but 70% middle class can go, or like poor people can go. Kind of like that. It's all mixed. That's why they call it Market.
Gotcha. Which one
Yeah.
did you take me to?
That's like the SM Aura.
Yeah, that
kinda
place was awesome.
Yeah, that's like a high end. That's the newest mall at the time, because they were competing on that where I was like assigned.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Yeah.
because that was that celebrity that was
Mm-hmm.
in there whenever we went.
Yeah, they closed the shop because she was shopping.
Jen was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like,
Uh-huh.
"I'll go talk to her." And she's like, "No, you won't." And I was like, "Watch me."
Yeah, she was shopping the time. But yeah, so I went there on the market on that mall. So my first training was like in concierge. It's like you need to go all around every corner of the mall, and you need to memorize every store that the mall have, and what kind of store is it. Is it like a shoe store, or and there's one time oh my god, I was so funny. I don't know, do you guys have hush puppies here? Do you know what hush puppies is?
As you talk about the bread,
No. No,
we got hush
So-
puppy bread. Eat it with seafood.
I think it's a hush puppies. I don't remember. Somebody asked me, and I was like newer to the mall. I was like, I kind of like, cause you need like, the mall in the Philippines, usually it goes from first to third floor.
Mm-hmm.
You can barely see a mall that's only like has a first floor. It's always big. So from first to third floor. And from first to third floor, we need to memorize all the stores that they have there, like everything. And it's not just like and it's not only the, what you call this? It's not only just like the stores that you have. We also do like the paging for cars.
Mm-hmm.
If the cars are like we handle the lost and found, we handle the accidents, everything.
Yeah, screw
like
that.
Everything.
I have a hard time memorizing my
Yeah.
phone number.
Like everything. So there's one time, probably I think it's my first week, second week, I don't remember. Somebody asked me like, hey, do you know where Hush Puppies is? And then, so I like give her the direction. Oh yeah, ma'am, it's in the second floor. Like if you go up, it's should be on your right side, and it's like after this blah blah blah. So I was like so confident, and then like I asked my co-employers, like, hey, what is Hush Puppies again? I totally forgot. And they said, oh, that's a shoe store. In my head, the Hush Puppies, I thought she was asking for a pet store. Because I said like Hush Puppies.
Yeah, like, hush, puppy.
Yeah, I was thinking it's like puppies, African shit. It's a freaking shoe store. And because usually when you do that, the freaking customer will come back at you and curse you for it. And I experienced that too. But like, yeah, since like everybody, like it's a mixed people in there, and it's just like we opened the mall, and good thing you didn't met me the time, because the mall will operate, like I think they will open 9 or 10 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
until 10 p.m.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. And that's a straight duty. We only have a break for an hour, I guess. Yeah, for an hour. You don't have phone, you cannot touch your phone at all. And the very bad thing is
Shit, kids today wouldn't be able to do that job.
the very bad thing is they will do mystery shopper,
Yep.
which is the owner of the company, will go there and surprise you. And if they caught you on phone, it's a deduction of 500 pesos, which is a very big they will deduct it on your salary.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then there's one time, so like I was what you call this? I was assigned there, right? And then after probably working for a month or whatever, they moved me to a different place. It's called BGC, which is that time that's like the newest mall, which is now I think it's like they developed that. The time when I was in concierge, there's not enough store that was open because it was just developing now, and but now it looks like a Times Square and like Singapore. It's a very very nice place. That's where all the like the president all shop in there, because of the you will find there like Michael Kors, what's that? And the funny thing is, a lot of people are like asking me if what is the what do you call this? I forgot. The Hermes, the Calvin Klein, so all that stores you'll find in there. And then there's one time the president of the Philippines actually shop in there. I was kind of like freaking out because there's so many like bodyguards,
Mm-hmm.
and you just need to like stay still there, and it's just. But there's one time, since I told you a lot of like rich people goes there, especially these rich kids. There's one time I've experienced these 3 or 4 girls, teenager girls, asked me. There's like an event that time in the mall, and they're doing this like ticket and stuff. So before, I have a very very small confidence on talking in English. It's because the time it was, even right now it's hard. That's why I'm having a hard time to like what is the perfect term to use when I'm explaining something.
Mm-hmm.
I struggle sometimes to find the proper word to use on my sentence like that. So there's one time these 4 kids that teenagers that asking me, they're all girls, asking me where is the event. And for some reason I struggle to find the right word to like give them the direction of where is it. And I kind of like, what do you call this, like it's like mumbling. Yeah, I was like mumbling and like giving them the direction, and they're all like looked at each other and just like busted out laughing in front of me because I cannot say the word, and they just laugh. I was like so embarrassed to myself. I was like so freaking idiot. That it was just like, I cannot be it's just upsetting, but at the same time, if I think if I'm that kid or whatever, or if it's my kids, I will never do that to other people.
Yeah.
That just because, you know,
It's
because you
rude
don't, it's rude.
and disrespectful.
Yeah, so for me, it's like, yeah, it's just rude. Like, I will never teach my kids to be like that. Because you don't know. I keep on telling this to other people. Like, even if a person is smiling or something, you see him very happy
Mm-hmm.
all the time. But you didn't know if at the back that he or him struggles.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
Yeah, you
So
don't know
you
what
will,
people are going through.
yeah, so like me that moment, I'm not the perfect person, or I'm not the perfect to like speak in English or whatever, and I'm trying my best, you know. That time I was trying my best to like give as much as I can, that um communicate to them,
Mm-hmm.
to all, because I mean it's my job, you know. It's, but then you, if you know me and stuff, I'm not, you know, I struggle for that because it's not our common language. So when when you speak English there, which is a lot of Filipinos are trying, but yeah, like me, I'm not perfect on speaking in English. So yeah, just be, give a little kindness to people, you know, that
Yeah, don't be a punk.
yeah, kind of like that. But yeah, but when they assigned me there on that new mall, I was like crying my butt off because it's an outdoor mall that it's all separate building. It's just not
Mm.
one contain. And then there's some people that will even ask you, it's outside of your, it's like your property, you know.
Yeah.
Outside of that, and so like, hey, do you know like if you guys have this like this stuff, or do they offer this what do you call this kind of service or whatever. You need to know everything on that, even though it's not part um of your job anymore. And it's can, and you handle events, because like the malls have like events and stuff, or if there's like a celebrity that wants to promote the movie and stuff, you handle those too. I'm just lucky the times it's a new mall, I don't have that, but I do handle events like give tickets and stuff like that. But yeah, it was just, it was, and you don't, you sit there for straight 12 hours and no phones, and you're too scared that you cannot what do you call this, because as I told you, like you will have a mystery shopper, which I got caught one time. And because what do you call this, I didn't caught, you was using my phone, but I was caught outside of my booth because and that one too, you are not allowed to leave your booth.
Yeah, I would
Which
lose
is,
my mind.
that time I'm only the one in there. Unlike on the market on my first place, we have so many girls in there that, hey, you can what do you call this, cover for me first, I just need to use the restroom. But on my booth, I'm the only person there because I'm like 4 blocks away on
Jeez.
that, yeah, on that mall. I'm the only person in there. And I think I just went out to check something, but I was on the area. I just literally just got out because you have like a big circle booth there
Mm-hmm.
on the middle, and that's your place. And I just got out. And then the time that I got out, this is the time that the freaking son of the owner of our company went there and go to the booth. And the time I didn't know it was the son, and he was just asking me, "Hey, where is this?" and blah blah. And after a couple of minutes, the mom and dad followed, and I said, "Oh shit, this is mom." And I said, "Oh, they're trying to freaking test me," and they already like, "What are you doing there?" Like the husband's, like, "What are you doing there outside?" I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, so I was just like checking on something. You know that you're not allowed to leave your booth, right?" I said, like, "Yeah, I'm fucked." But yeah, it was so, I don't know. It was a fun job, but I never really enjoyed it. because
It's like a fun job, but you have to watch everything you do and make sure you're not getting caught doing something stupid.
yeah, it was, and sometimes the very hard thing too is like we only get a day off in a week, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's getting cancelled because some girls are going AWOL. You know what AWOL is? Like they
AWOL.
want AWOL.
Yeah, just not working.
They won't show up, so then they will like cancel your day off because you need to cover them.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, it sucks because you can only get one day off and they're still gonna get away from it. And what you call this, me, my my mom lived an hour away, which is that's only what I do. Like if I don't have a job, I go visit my mom and nephews, and I that's like my that's what I do. But most of my co-workmates, when they have a day off, they go party. Cause like we live in I mean I work in Manila, which is that's kind of like an LA or a New York city in the Philippines. There's like tons of bars and
Mhm.
stuff like that. But I'm just not kind that girl that like in your free time you go party and stuff. That's why when I met this guy so we met in a dating app, and there's a question there that why I'm telling this.
Yeah, this could go into a whole different episode,
Yeah,
but
an
it was like, what do you
episode.
like to do on a Friday night or
Yeah,
something?
there's a question. What do you like? I said, what is the special?
What's so special about
What's
Friday
special
night?
during Friday night? I don't get it. And then so I said, what do you usually do on Fridays? And I said, nothing. I work, or I go visit my family and stuff. And said, oh, okay. That's why when I met him and said, like, if you ask me, because before him, of course, I talk with other guys too. That's where I found out, like, oh, okay, so that's the Friday night. Usually here in the US and stuff. They do have fun. So,
What is this fun thing?
so I told him, and I never drink. I never, like, for real. And I said, what can I say? It's like in my head before, when you say Americans, they're like liberated, like go
Woo!
party all the time, just having fun all the time. And I said, I'm on this dating side not to have like a flirty conversation or whatever. And I said, I'm here just to look for an actual partner. That's what I told him. And that's what I told with the other guys too, that like wants to date me. And I told, when I met Tony, I told him, hey, because I was gonna like delete that out the time. And I said, if you ask me what is what is the things that I like to do during Friday, and I said, don't ask me, because I said, you probably won't receive anything special about me. I'm a boring person. That's what I told him. I said, my life is boring because I don't go in my free time. I don't go and like drink or go to the bar or whatever. I don't travel. That's like this is what I do. So I said, like, I'm a boring girl. Like, you probably won't like me because there's no special story that I can like give you, or like that we
Little
can
did she
probably, like,
know,
connect.
she has a very special story
So,
about the dating apps that we're going to end up getting into on one of these podcasts. It's pretty
that
good.
one.
Yep, that one is pretty good. But we've been going for quite a while. She hadn't even talked about her last job in real estate.
Oh yeah.
So we're going to get into that one on a Jobs Part 2 podcast coming soon.
Yeah.
Because I still got a couple, working for U-Haul, working.
Yeah.
And my entire career in the Air Force has just been one clusterfuck of a situation.
See, I like this. No script or anything. We just talk.
Yes, that's how it goes. So, guys, leave us a comment in the comment section below. Any questions that you have for us or Jen or about anything. Doesn't
Or
matter.
if you have any ideas. And
Yeah,
what
ideas,
guys
what do you want us to
talk
talk about? Let us know.
Yeah.
But yeah, now you know a little bit about Jen, the new co-host. For now, for the Whatever podcast. So do what you do on YouTube, the like, subscribe, the comment, and all that other fun stuff. Share us around. Let people know that we exist. And we will see you guys in the next one. Later.